Hi, Mary Esther Gilbert here, Nutritional Physiologist, and today I will be talking about the herb known as hawthorn, the hawthorn berries. So this is taken out of my book, Potent Superfoods for Lifelong True Health, which is available on through Amazon. And so every month I thought I would pick a botanical and provide the extensive scientific information that is available that I have been researching. So, I've researched so many different botanicals over the years, and there is a surprising amount of scientific research out there for these amazing botanicals and their amazing nutrient compounds that the human body recognizes immediately and utilizes. So I will give you some scientific data, and I'm backing everything up with plenty of scientific research in my book. And as you see before you, I'm going to be covering the hawthorn. In my book, I have these monographs here, and it's really a summary of months of research that I had to do in order to compile these monographs for these botanicals. So the book does have 109 botanicals in it. So hawthorn is one of the many superfoods that one can learn about and apply in their everyday life and manage their nutritional health effectively. So here's what it looks like. It's a beautiful red berry, and the blossoms are little white flowers. So the benefits of hawthorn as a heart herb has been known for centuries. It's been traditionally used in cases of various heart conditions like amyocardia, weak heart muscle, old myocardial infarction or myocardial infarction, commonly known as a heart attack, where the death part of the heart muscle occurs due to an inadequate blood supply. So angioneurosis is also known as angioneurotic, relating to disease of the autonomic nervous system, hypertonicity or incipience, beginning to appear to be late in the state of hypertonic, relating to arterial or muscular tension, hyperthyroidism or overactive thyroid, too much thyroid hormone being produced in the body, also tachycardia or rapid heart rate, typically above 100 beats per minute in an adult. Phytochemicals contained in hawthorn have been found to reduce the excitability of the nervous system while improving its functioning. And hawthorn has been shown to tonify heart muscles, improve circulation in the blood vessels in the brain, and improve the contractile function of the heart in arrhythmias or irregular or abnormal heart rhythm, and tachyarrhythmias, abnormal rapid heart rate that exceeds the normal resting rate. Researchers found that when hawthorn extracts were applied to clinical study participants, it improved maximal workload, increased exercise tolerance, and reduced oxygen consumption by the heart, and reduced shortness of breath and fatigue. The hawthorn berry, also known as tejocote, is a traditional fruit in Mexico, recognized widely in traditional medicine for its many medicinal properties. Varieties of hawthorn are also found in North Africa, Eastern Asia, China, Europe, India, and North America, as well as England, the Himalayas, and Tasmania. Evidence reveals hawthorn berry was used by humans since 7000 BC in Turkey and Syria. High in vitamin A and C and essential mineral salts of calcium, phosphorus, and iron. It's also high in pectin, a type of carbohydrate that helps reduce LDL cholesterol. Hawthorn also contains various antioxidant phytochemicals, oligomeric procyanidins, triterpenes, carotenes, flavonoids, polysaccharides, catecholamines. These contain compounds that are known for their ability to improve cardiovascular disease conditions, improve immune diseases and respiratory problems or chest congestions, such as coughs and colds, bronchitis, and pneumonia. Hawthorn also contains protective saponins, tannins, cardiotonic amines, tyramine, isobutylamine, O-methoxyphenyl amine, and the neurotransmitters choline and acetylcholine and amygdalin. So these are all these different variety of phytochemical compounds that the body recognizes at the cellular level in order to do its repair work. Also applied in neurological problems, including diseases of the eyes and to improve the reproductive organ functioning. It's also been shown to improve liver and kidney functioning, and is known to clean the urinary tract, and it's gastroprotective. So any kind of damage in the stomach lining is protected. Anti-inflammatory, antiviral, and antimicrobial. Moderates heart contractions in cases of tachycardia or rapid heart rate, used as an antispasmodic, and helps stabilize blood pressure, which is likely due to the flavonoids epicatechin acid and chlorogenic acid. So these types of phytochemical compounds, this classification, will help stabilize your blood pressure. Since catecholamine levels are present in the blood during heart failure, which are hormones that increase heart rate, blood pressure, breathing rate, muscle strength, and mental alertness when under stress, Hawthorn's positive effect on blood vessel muscular contractions are of clinical importance. Hawthorn has many positive influences on the cardiovascular system. It's a great antioxidant. It has a direct scavenging effect on reactive oxygen species, or ROS, and hydroxyl free radicals, which are chemically reactive chemicals containing oxygen. Other examples are peroxides and the singlet oxygen. As an antioxidant, Hawthorn also enhances the enzyme superoxide dismutase, SOD, which helps break down potentially harmful oxygen molecules that can damage tissues, and catalase, which is a very important enzyme that protects your cells from oxidative damage by reactive oxygen species, or ROS. It also serves in a protective function for alpha-tocopherol, a component of the natural vitamin E complex found in whole foods, like raw nuts and seeds and certain whole grains. And also, different kinds of fatty fruits like the avocado and the olive, grape seeds, things like that. Also, it increases cell viability, or the ability to live successfully, to have the cell life, the trillions of microcells in our bodies that function to keep us alive every single day. So those, it actually increases their viability, or the ability to continue on with their life cycle until it's time for them to be replenished and replaced. And provides protection at the neurojunctions, which are the gaps between the nerve cells, which are important for intracellular communication. So you want to maintain your nervous system so that all your neurons, your billions, trillions of neurons, are firing to carry nerve impulse transmission or communications to let the body know what's going on, so all the cells can communicate and carry out all of their individual functions. Hawthorn is also great hypotensive. It stimulates the endothelial cells inside the blood vessel walls to synthesize nitrous oxide, which helps the relaxation of the blood vessels to allow improved blood flow and critical tissue oxygenation. So it helps the blood flow to carry oxygen, and it helps maintain the blood vessel walls so they don't rupture, and cause this dangerous clotting and these embolisms that break loose and deposit somewhere else in the bloodstream. So they help the blood vessels relax, open up a little bit, and allow blood flow to go through. And it also has vasorelaxant effects on smooth muscle of the heart, improving angiotensin converting enzyme, or ACE activity. ACE is the enzyme that helps regulate blood pressure and body fluid volumes. Also, it's a good anti-atherosclerotic. It improves lipoprotein lipase metabolism, the fats that can clog the arteries, a gene that provides instructions for synthesizing the lipoprotein lipase enzyme found primarily on the cell surfaces that line the capillaries, or tiny blood vessels, within the muscles and fatty or adipose tissues, and which plays a critical role in breaking down triglycerides, which is a form of fat, and carried by the lipoproteins, which are the proteins that transport fats or lipids in the blood plasma. As an anti-atherosclerotic, Hawthorn also promotes the increased excretion of bile acids produced by the liver by increasing the number of cell receptors at cell surfaces in order for the enzyme cholesterol 7-dehydroxylase to better catabolize or break down cholesterol. It also reduces the activity of the intestinal enzyme acyl-CoA cholesterol, which affects the absorption of dietary cholesterol for maintaining normal levels. Also, it has action on the cardiac cells. It improves coronary flow, speed or velocity of relaxation, and heart rate. It positively improves the heart rate and rhythm. Clinical trials and the experience of professionally qualified medical herbalists and the low or negligible incidence of side effects patients experience have shown that Hawthorn is a useful remedy in cardiovascular disease. So as you can see in this monograph, you'll see the citations at the end where this information came from. So a group of scientists headed by Tassel back in 2010 have done an extensive amount of reviews on all the different scientific literature that's been found on work done on the hawthorn berry and its effects on the heart. Okay, so yeah, and also here's another citation, Center 2008, and everything before that has been extracted from this kind of research study. So, you know, I can go ahead and go to the citations at the end here. Actually, in this book, I put all the citations at the very end. So let me just do a quick control find for you, and you'll be able to see. And oops, let's see, I didn't do that right. Let's go back to this one here. And we'll hunt for that word here. So there's going to be 144. That's what I thought. So let me go ahead and type in 2008. Otherwise, I'll have to go to the very end of the book. No, that's not going to work either. So let's go ahead and go to the very end of the book, and that'll help us get there much faster. All right, so go back up a little bit. Oops, I have to go to the complete end of the book here. So yeah, I put in an alphabetical reference terms, you know, encyclopedia, compendium of terms in the book as well. So these are all the citations for the dictionary encyclopedia kind of section of the book. So let me just go all the way up through and we'll get to the references. So Center was one of them. And, you know, just go through in alphabetical order anytime you want to look up any of the citations throughout the whole book. And here they are in alphabetical order here. So you go to, oh, this is just like, okay, what I did here was alphabetize them. I did 2 versions of this book, and so I realize now that I alphabetized, you know, all of the reference sources as well so that they're easier to find. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, basically. But you know, it's in the book here, and so it's a matter of finding it in the reference section. I think I'm in the C's. Yes, we should be in the C's. So, you know, a lot of times you just have to really scroll through all of these, because when you do a control find on the document, as you can see, there's a lot of the word center in the whole book, and there's a lot of the date 2008 in a lot of these studies in the book as well. So, I mean, you can do some more specific searches for certain parts of like phrases that are used in that monograph kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's like, oh, here it is. Okay, I think it's, no, that's 2017. So here's the word Centers for Disease Control. All right, so yeah, I mean, if you get the book and you can look through it, and if you get the ebook, you know, you can also do a search on the ebook as well. But the hardcover, you just have to kind of go through the table of contents until you find the hawthorn berry, and then go back to the hawthorn berry here. So this is the section where all of the botanicals in the book are listed alphabetically. So anyway, it's on page 122. So we can go to page 122 again. 22. Bear with me here, folks. it's a huge book, you know. So yeah, I mean, like I said, in the reference section you just saw, and this is how the citation, you know, protocol has you list it this way as a citation. So in the back, it should have the word center in the reference and the year 2008 in there somewhere too. So, I mean, you know, if you look at the whole entire section here, you can find possibly some of the search terms that are in the citation. But no, it's there. I'm not going to search for it and waste all of our time here, but that's how you go about searching for it. But this might be a little easier to find. The last name is Tassel, which is a lot less common, right? So let's do a find on that one, and I should be able to come right up there for you. Yeah, it's just two. One is for the citation in the text itself, and then also it should jump right to the study. And so, yeah, we were successful in finding that one right away. But as you can see, the citation at the back of the book lists all of the scientific research that has been done on these botanicals. And so this was a review, which means that a lot of expert panelists were able to find many, many studies on the hawthorn and put together and summarize a review based on the most credible studies that were done on the hawthorn berry. So we can actually jump right to this DOI number, reference number that all legitimate scientific studies have. And so we can go right onto the internet here and just look for it on the internet. It should come right up. Oops, not tassel. Apparently I didn't copy that right. So let me go back to this part right here. So Control C. I thought I did that. All right, so let's paste that right into our search box. Oh, it still doesn't want to do it. Let me try going back and trying to use the copy feature again. Control C. There it goes. So here it is, hawthorn berry, and here is the correct identifier for this particular review, and you can just check it out yourself in the National Library of Medicine, National Center for Biotechnology Information, in the PubMed.government website. So this is a database that houses all these different university studies, thousands upon thousands of them that are found, that have been done throughout the world by different groups of legitimate scientific researchers. So this is the format you'll see in the scientific studies. So, you know, they just, the abstract is always in layperson's terms, so you can kind of see what the summary is as to what these scientists found on the hawthorn berry, this one in particular. And so then they cite all the different articles that they pulled, all the different references and the related information. You know, so, you know, you can actually, sometimes if it says free article, you can actually download the PDF, which I had to do a number of times. But as you can see, you can read about it and pull out the PDF for this particular study. And so I'm trying to see if there's a PDF available. There should have been. Full text, okay, that's where you type on, click on. So now you'll get the full review, all the details. They like to express and summarize things in tables and graphs and charts. And as you can see through here, these are all the different studies that these reviewers looked at. And so they're summarizing what all of these scientists have found on the hawthorn berry. And this is a legitimate, very credible scientific study that is a gathering of studies that have been done on the hawthorn berry. And this is just the one. The other one that I referenced is probably just as elaborate of a review, you know, from peer-reviewed panelists or experts that have been in the research arena for many years. So they're highly credible as far as the reviewers, you know, qualifications go. Okay, so that's that. And that one is the other one. So anyway, yeah, this botanical and all the other botanicals that I've been producing videos for I'm just taking 10 out of the 109 botanicals that are in my book, Potent Superfoods for Lifelong True Health. And it can be found at my website, holisticchoices.com. And so you can scroll down to books by Mary Esther Gilbert. And so you see the books that I've published so far. I've got a lot of them that I've written in the works that are soon to be published also. But True Health Mastery and then How to Select the Right Nutritional Supplements are two of the earlier books that I've written. And then, of course, they're available in hardcover or ebook. And these are the two that I'm about to publish, so they should be able to be published in a couple of months at the most, maybe this month, hopefully. And so this is the book that I'm taking these monographs from. And it's gotten actually 5-star reviews, 100% 5-star reviews, which is great. It's very rewarding because I spent months and months researching these botanicals, compiling this book together. So this is the name of the title, the title, Potent Superfoods for Lifelong True Health. And that's the picture on the cover. I summarized, what's in it and such. And so you can order your printed copy and you can order the ebook version. All right, so yeah, it takes you right to the Amazon site, right then and there. All right, and it's discounted now. It was at $109.97. It's now $93.29. And like I said, you can also order the Kindle version of it right there as well. And that one is now $39. It's $39. Yes. All right, so there it is, another superfood botanical to help you manage your nutritional health and prevent the degenerative disease process. So I wish you all good health. Thank you so much for listening. And please help me spread the word. My goal is to make humankind as healthy as possible. That helps elevate humanity as a whole. We can form a much more active and problem-solving, peaceful and harmonious civilization if its citizens of the world are much more healthful and averting the disease process. So many things cause diseases in our existence today. So let's just sidestep that and not fuel it and not promote it, by buying things from corporations that harm us. So we want to encourage corporations that are good for people, good for the planet, good for the habitats of the planet, the ecologies, for the all life, plants that we eat and grow. So, it has this whole snowball effect. So my goal is to educate and share the knowledge that I've worked very hard at to compile for everyone and applied in my practice to at my clients, and so their health transformations are proof positive that the science is correct, all this research is correct. And also, we have to give credit to the indigenous ancient knowledge of how they gathered information and carefully documented the causes and effects of the botanicals that they applied in as their medicines. So it all fits together, and this is the only way to get healthy, folks. It's the only way our cells recognize these amazing botanicals at the molecular level, subatomic levels, and so our cells go to work and utilize these wonderful plant compounds to optimize our functioning at the cell level. So let's elevate and hydrate, and exercise and eat right and try out these different botanicals that I'm presenting to you. And the book you'll use for years. It will probably be something you'll pass down from generation to generation. And it has that much valuable health promoting information in it. Okay, so please like the video so that it appears in front of more people. The algorithms, will kind of put this video in front of more people who are interested in this kind of thing. And if you like what you hear, you like what you see here, please share and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel, that way you get notified whenever there's a new video being produced, more health-saving, life-saving information for you. And also just tap the notification bell to be sure that you don't miss a thing, okay? All right, thank you so much. Mary Esther Gilbert saying good night and good day wherever you are in the world. So yeah, much love and peace and joy and true health to everyone. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.